There are many issues and problems with YouTube. We all generally don't like YouTube. There are many issues and problems with YouTube itself. Many other YouTubers have talked about this, and I'm not talking about it too. One of the things that bothers me quite a bit is the existence of Danielle Cohn. And it's important to mention, I'm using Danielle Cohn as an example. There are many girls like her. I am so sick and tired of these parents, of these people, just letting their kids lie about their age online because, well, money. Can you imagine being Danielle Cohn 13 years later, when she's 25 or something, and looking back at these videos and thinking that, well, your parents allowed that because money. YouTube allowed that, and nobody did a goddamn thing about this. Nobody stepped in. This is the internet age. These videos will define her and haunt her for the rest of her life. Anyone who searches for her name will find these videos, and it is fucking depressing. I guess we all can laugh at a video by Alex about Danielle Cohn because it is a dark subject. It is. And I think we all need to cope with it, honestly. And yeah, we can blame the parents and be angry at the parents for allowing this. But you know what? You know who else should also be held accountable? YouTube. I don't think that she should be on YouTube if she is making this content. Which brings me to the question of this video. Is there anything that we could really do in this situation? Can we force YouTube to do something about this? Let's look at when does YouTube do something about any issues with their platform. From what I've seen, it always comes down to financial pressure. Every company acts according to their own financial interest, Duh. Obviously, YouTube will not put creators first. YouTube does something only when advertisers put financial pressure. That means that the only way right now to change things on YouTube, only way that we can somehow help Danielle Cohn is through outrage. Like for instance with Steven Crowder. It doesn't matter whether you think that YouTube's decision was right or wrong, but you have to agree that YouTube did something, not because their rules and regulations and terms of service was broken. No, they did it because, well, Carlos Massa started screaming, then people started screaming, then advertisers started screaming, and then YouTube started screaming and starting bashing everyone with their hammer of adpocalpse 3.0. And then creators started screaming, and pretty soon everybody is screaming. Or look at any other adpocalpse. It is exactly the same. YouTube does something only when advertisers are freaking out. Because if you didn't get it, it's because money. And that makes the situation worse for the creators because of the hammer of the apocalypse. If you want something to change right now, about YouTube, based on your morals and your values, outrage is the only way. But remember, you will also be fueling the next adpocalypse or starting one. How many cycles of adpocalypse do we need to realize this? The system, it is based on Twitter outrage. And a system like that is bad. Say it with me. Bad. Very fucking bad. Not to mention that, well, YouTube's terms of service and rules and regulations don't really seem to apply to big creators across YouTube. What's an example? Steven Crowder is now demonetized because of, at worst, homophobic comments. Okay? But Logan Paul, who showed a dead body to his young fans, his channel is just fine. It's just fine. Because if you didn't get it, at this point, it's because money. Because advertisers are perfectly fine with it. Because Twitter outrage on Logan Paul has died down. I guess too bad that the dead body couldn't use a Twitter account to have more Twitter outrage. This is fucking depressing. This is so fucking depressing. Like, for instance, if you want something to change, if you want Danielle Cohn to not be allowed on YouTube anymore, this is a horrible way. I'm seriously so tired of people like memology and other people saying that, oh well, YouTube should do something, and shitting on YouTube and on Susan Wabajak. Uh, okay, okay, I do agree that she is the personification of everything that's wrong with YouTube. But I'm seriously, seriously, I am tired of people getting mad at YouTube and saying that YouTube should do blah 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 for their creators, and people getting mad at YouTube for projecting this.
Quit horsing around! Play me some of that jumping music.
In the YouTube advertisement 2018, because of course, they won't do shit unless financial pressure is put on them. And of course, they would put this in YouTube Rewind because obviously they will take steps in accordance with their financial interest. And right now, the only way in which we could somehow have our voices heard is when people start screaming and advertisers started screaming, and that makes YouTube scream, and creators started screaming, and everybody is screaming. But we have already discussed this and came to the conclusion that, well, it's bad. Very bad. I wish so badly that people would take it one step further and realize that, well, they won't do anything because conflict of interest. And if they do, it would be at a cost of another adpocalpse. That is the main problem with YouTube. The main problem with YouTube is that they're allowed to self-regulate. I don't know how many of you just clicked away right there, but please listen. With any other industry, with any company, we need regulations, or else corporations start cutting corners. And with any other industry, I think we all can agree that self-regulation is a bad idea because conflict of interest comes in. Same with YouTube. It is a very big platform. We speak our minds here. Anything that YouTube does has an enormous impact, and we can't allow conflict of interest to tamper with this platform. I wish more people would take that one step further and realize that YouTube is shit because they will always act in accordance with their self-interest and say that the main problem is that they are allowed to self-regulate. I wish that more people would take that one step further instead of just bashing YouTube and bashing Susan Wabajak. So yeah, I started this video by talking about Danielle Cohn because, well, I just watched a video by Alex about Danielle Cohn, and I wish that people would realize that this is very serious, you know. I really feel for her. I wish for her, I wish she didn't have to deal with this, you know. She is young. She is so young. And there are many parents who allow their children to just lie about their age online and pretend to be adults. These children will grow up and see that their parents allowed this because money, and YouTube didn't step in because money. That's fucking outrageous. Yeah, God, I'm angry. I am quite angry in this video. In the last video I made about this, I wasn't angry at all. I watched that video right now and I was like, how are you not angry? How are you not fucking angry? Well, I know why. I know exactly why. I made that video when people were outraged about Adpocalpse 3.0, and I don't know what it is about me, but when other people are angry, I don't feel the need to be angry. You know, it's not like I think that, oh, it's an issue that that people should not be angry about. It's more like, you're angry, so like I now don't have to be angry, you know? I guess. Well, I don't know. Well, the substance of this video and the substance of that video, the video that is called The Strange Stuff About Apocalypse, yeah, the substance of these two videos are exactly the same. But I do realize that, it is important to hear the same message, but from different perspectives, from different points of view, so that you can get a more bigger and holistic picture. In that video, I kind of used Danielle Cohn as a passing example. I didn't really made it kind of like the focus of the video. Even in this video, it's not really that much of focus. But I just wish that people would see that YouTube allowing to self-regulate is the reason why Danielle Cohn's channel now exists. It is the reason why she will grow up and see that nobody did a goddamn thing about this. It's not just that, well, YouTube demonetizes creators. It's much, much bigger problem than that. And I wish that more people would see that. I don't know whether or not I was capable of expressing that message well enough in this video. Well, I guess what I wanted to say is that it's not just that, YouTube treats creators unfairly and stuff like that. There are very, very legitimate issues that are much, much bigger than that, like the existence of Danielle Cohn's channel. And YouTube will not do anything about it right now because there's no financial pressure on them to do this. And that itself is a problem. I guess that's it. That's all that I had to say. Yeah. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I guess, if you give this video a like, more people will hear about it. So, yeah. What else? Do the YouTube stuff if you want to, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye.